So the Switch 2 has a short battery life, but did you know that your Switch 2 battery life might actually be longer than it says it is because there is a glitch and bug with the battery tracking system affecting many Nintendo Switch 2s, and today we're going to show you how to check it, and then I'm going to help you fix it because Nintendo just made an official post that means this issue is pretty significant if they're actually responding to it and they're actually posting their fix. So what's going on, everybody? It's Zach from SwitchForce. No matter how much I charge my Switch 2, I get to 87%, and that's it. Now you might be saying 87, that's a weird one, but it's because I went in and I set my Switch to only charge to 90%. That's something that's been recommended from the jump. I posted it in my What to Do First with Your Switch 2 video. That helps you preserve the longevity and life of the battery. The battery is like one of the only legitimate complaints people have with the Switch 2 that, hey, I can only get like 2 to 4 hours of gaming out of this, especially if I'm running a more intense game like Cyberpunk 2077, and they need to plug real quick like. But I can't even get it to 90% because no matter how long I leave it, I left this thing overnight, 87%. And of course, this is your call to let me know in the comments down below you got a battery issue. You got this issue? Is it never fully charging? Is it showing an incorrect amount? Is it warning you too early that it's running out and you're like, wait, it shouldn't be draining this fast. If you feel like it's gone, maybe it actually isn't. Let me know what battery problems you're experiencing in the comments down below, please, so we can help each other get this solved. Nintendo is saying that that is not actually an issue with your battery itself. Whew. Your battery is not broken. You didn't get a weak battery. You didn't get a wobbly battery. You have a bug or a glitch that is not properly showing the battery charge percentage. So for me, I'm actually at 90%. My screen is just showing me 87 because it's wonky. And maybe you're experiencing this as well. You can go check. The easiest way is to see, is your Switch able to max charge to 90% if you have the 90% toggle on, or is it able to max charge to 100% if you don't? If not, you're getting an incorrect display of battery percentage, which means it's going to hit that warning 10% low battery faster than it should. And there's no exact science behind if it's going to be exponential or linear in terms of like, okay, I'm 3% below 90 even though I'm fully charged. Does that mean when it says I'm at 10%, I'm at 13%? Or is there an exponential factor involved where it says I'm at 10% and I'm really at like 22%? Basically what this means is your sessions are going to get longer because Nintendo right now, with this bug, is making your sessions shorter fakely. And what this could feel like to you is, gosh, my Switch 2 is fully charged, but it's not lasting as long as it should, or as long as it did last time. If you're feeling like there's sort of like this variance to it, this randomness, like I'm not getting the full charge that I feel like I should get, you might be plagued with this issue too. Now, how do you fix it? That's what you're probably here for. The easiest way Nintendo says is to grab your Switch 2, power it off completely, not sleep mode, go for a complete shutdown power off. And then when you power it back on, you're going to hold both the plus and minus volume buttons at the top alongside the power button, then release the power button and continue to hold the plus and minus volume buttons until you see the recovery mode menu. Now, this is a secret mode in there to help you out when things go wrong, like this battery issue, although you won't see a menu option for my battery indicator is off. You'll only see other options. Nintendo instructs you to not press any of those and rather just turn your system fully back off and then fully back on again. And they're saying that just entering and exiting recovery mode should be enough to send your Switch 2 back to the correct percentage. I did that. It did not work. I hope that it does work for you. I hope that easy fix makes it better because the next fix is far crazier and honestly sounds like Nintendo is just randomizing AI and telling you nonsense. I'm sure that it does work out, but it is a lengthy process that ends up looking and feeling quite convoluted and quite like a bit of a problem. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you step by step, and you're going to need to do this multiple times. It's a long process, but it should help clear this up. If it does not work, Nintendo says your Switch 2 likely will be serviced, and let's be honest, nobody's sending their Switch 2 in to be serviced. If your battery percentage is off, your battery percentage is just off, and hopefully they figure out a way to patch this in the next firmware update, and it can like automatically take care of it for you without needing to go through all of these hoops, because here's the hoops. Step 1, ensure the console is the latest system update. Okay. Step 2, set all 3 auto sleep mode settings to never. You're going to go into system settings, scroll down to sleep mode, and then turn auto sleep, and auto sleep, all to never. Connect the AC adapter directly to the console, not the dock. Allow the console to charge until the battery is 100% fully charged, or until the console has been charging for at least 3 hours. 3 hours? But that's not all, because you have to leave the console alone and connected to the AC adapter for an additional hour after it's at 100%. Now the crazy thing is, I can't get my battery to go above 87. But I think they just mean the max that it can possibly get. You're going to max out your battery, charge it to the most it potentially can reach. When an hour has passed, disconnect the AC adapter from the console and allow the console to display the home menu for 3 to 4 more hours. And the remaining battery life must be depleted as much as possible. And this is why you set it to no sleep in Brooklyn, or no sleep because you're Wiz Khalifa, or no sleep because your Switch ain't showing the right thing. The battery life must be depleted as much as possible. Once the battery charge is almost depleted, power off the console and leave it alone for at least 30 minutes. Then repeat steps 3 through 6 several times. 3 through 6 are charged up to 100, let it sit for 3 hours, leave it alone for another hour, and then let it disconnect and drain for 3 to 4 hours. We're talking about an 8-hour process that they're saying multiple times. And to me, multiple several times is more than a couple. That means at least 3. So you're talking about 12 hours to hopefully reset the battery charge indicator. And they're saying the battery charge indicator will improve gradually by repeating this process several times. So basically you're training your Switch 2 on what the battery percentage should say. You're like, listen, buddy, I'm going to take you down this road and I'm going to show you what 100% feels like. I'm going to show you what 0% feels like. I'm going to show you what every number in between feels like, and you better get it correct. It feels like the clock is just twisted wrong. Like when they went to set the time of the battery, they're like, oh, whoops, and their hand slipped and they got it a little bit wonky. Or at least a bunch of Switches got a little bit wonky. I don't know that I want to go through 12 hours. I don't think I should have to go through 12 hours. I would much rather Nintendo say that we're working on a firmware update that is going to solve this for you. And I'm holding out hope that they will, because the easy fix did not work for me. And I'm not willing to do a 12-hour procedure just to hopefully maybe get my battery percentage 3% more accurate. Now, is it actually 3%? Like I said, does it exponentially get worse as it drains? I will never know. I personally am lucky enough that I work from home and I'm able to be by a plug almost all the time. But for people that aren't in that situation, for people that are using their Switch 2 in a commute or away from home or don't really have access, this is frustrating. And I don't think Nintendo should be making us jump through a 12-hour hoop. I wish the recovery mode was 100% fix. It doesn't seem to be the case, as it didn't work for me. Let me know in the comments down below if the recovery mode fix works for you. Let me know if you're going to even attempt this crazy 12-hour manic multi-step, almost seems like a joke procedure, or if you're going to be like me and try and wait and hope that Nintendo does release a firmware update, a patch that is going to fix this. I hope that they do. I think that they can. I know they want to get this fix out ASAP because the console just launched. They're definitely not ready for a new firmware update, but if they're able to find a quick fix, I do believe they would put a small firmware update. This is not like a full 1 to 2, 20 to 21. This is just like a 0.02 to 0.03. They can just make a little fix, send somebody in to get this battery thing straight, and hopefully we'll be back in accurate battery life business. And it's not a huge problem unless you're stopping your session early or freaking out that you have to get power or thinking you're going to lose your save and stressing when you don't need to because maybe you have 5%, 7%, 9% extra battery. Kind of a little blemish on an otherwise amazing launch. I don't think it ruins the system. I don't even think it significantly hurts the system. I don't think you shouldn't buy the system because at the end of the day, the battery is great. It's just that wonky indicator. It's nothing to do with the console itself. It's nothing to do with the charge life itself. It's nothing to do with how long you actually have to play. It has to do with its ability to track it accurately. And while that's annoying, it's not a game changer or a deal breaker. But I'm still not going to sit here for 12 hours and try to work that. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you have the battery issue? Did the quick fix recovery mode work? Or are you going to do the 12-hour nonsense? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. In the meantime, I'm going to go play more Switch. 87% still seems like plenty for me to get some more hours into Mario Kart World. So I'm going to go do that. You guys hang out. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. Until next time, SwitchForce out.